On the open road, there are those who pass us by, and then there are those who ride with us.
Paul was pretty easygoing. He liked to laugh and smile. He loved playing the guitar. He was my baby brother. Paul decided to get back into motorcycling, so he bought a new Yamaha street bike.
And on an August day 5 years ago, Walt Gunter and his brother Paul rode together for the first time.
We talked about some of the rides. We had planned on doing some ridings and some destinations.
An unforgettable day, Walt says, because this would be the only time they would ride together.
I got a phone call telling me that he'd been killed in a motorcycle accident.
A month after Walt and Paul went on their ride, Paul was riding with a friend along a Lake County road. A truck towing a 2,000-pound trailer was heading in the opposite direction. Investigators say just as the two vehicles were about to pass by each other,
the trailer disconnected, went left to center, hit him head on, pretty much killed him instantly.
Police reports show the trailer was on the road 10 miles before it broke loose. The driver took it from a construction site, assuming the safety chains and pin were secured by another employee. But that was not the case.
It really never made the impact on me until after my brother was killed, how important trailer safety really was.
To show you how vital those safety chains and pins are,
you're going to put it on, you're going to make sure it's all secure right here, okay?
we took a trailer
You make sure you pin it. You're going to crisscross the chains and you're going to hook them here.
and went to the Ohio Peace Officers Training Academy in London.
Everybody start rolling. Let's do this.
It's not going to come off.
Dan Boots Longinette is an auto expert with Auto Smarts Radio.
55.
He agreed to be our driver. On the first run, safety chains and pin are locked in. But on the second run, the pin is pulled. But notice how the chains kept the trailer connected.
There it goes, come with us.
Now watch as there are no chains or pin. And we push the SUV's speed to 55 miles an hour.
There's 55 right there.
2,200 pounds is now flying down a road with no control over who or what it hits.
It is fairly rare.
Ron Thayer is a retired accident reconstructionist for the Montgomery County Sheriff's Office.
But they do happen, and when they do, they can be very traumatic. You're potentially looking at a head-on collision.
The state of Ohio doesn't keep a record of the number of trailer detachments on the roads, but they do happen. In fact, a trailer broke loose here along I-71 late last month. But in this case, the trailer just smashed into a guardrail. Experts say preventing these types of potential tragedies is simple.
If you've latched it right, you've got your chains on right, you should have no problem.
Yet, a simple distraction or assumption can bring immeasurable pain.
I can't go out and ride during any day without thinking about him at least once when I see a trailer. I keep him in my memory and a picture of him with me on my bike when I ride, so he's kind of with me in spirit when we go.
And Walt Gunter hopes his brother's story makes people think before they hit the open road.